I want to explain to you a concept called vaginal IQ, and let's figure out what your vaginal IQ is. And no, this has nothing to do with how great your vagina is or how much pleasure it can give or anything like that. It has everything to do with how much pleasure it receives. And this is not static. You can actually receive more pleasure if you want to. And chances are you probably want to. So let's say that our measuring system is from 1 to 5, and 1 being that you don't actually enjoy vaginal stimulation all that much. Maybe you like clitoral stimulation, maybe you like, foreplay and kisses, but when it comes to anything going inside your vagina, whether it's your fingers or a toy or your partner, it doesn't really do it for you. And maybe it did it in the past. Maybe you had some vaginal tearing when going through delivery. Maybe you're going through menopause and it doesn't feel as good as it used to be. Maybe you have weak pelvic floor muscles because due to an injury or something like that, and you don't feel that much anymore. Or maybe it's just never been your thing. And this is very common. Like sometimes we are not really taught how to enjoy things going inside our vaginas. We're not really taught that much, and we're kind of figuring things out blindly as we grow up. But this, in most cases, is super changeable. Like you can actually work on your vagina to enjoy things that much more. And I've taught this to hundreds of thousands of women. I have a book on this specifically. I have a program on this specifically, basically how to train your vagina like you train at the gym any other muscle to enjoy everything that has to do with going inside of you, every type of stimulation inside your vagina, I should say, much more. So let's say that that's level 1. You don't actually, you don't feel that much, you don't enjoy it that much. Now level 5, and this is what it could look like, is you are a complete, what we call vaginal goddess. And again, it has nothing to do with how much pleasure you give and everything to do with how much pleasure you receive inside your vagina. As in, when you start doing all of these exercises, squeezing, milking, locking, twisting, ringing, all of these crazy skills that you can do by basically understanding how to move your walls that surround your vagina, the walls of the pelvic floor that surround the vaginal canal. Once you understand those muscles, and once you learn dexterity and speed and strength and endurance and everything that you would learn in any other muscle, by the way, once you learn that with your pelvic floor, you're able to create all of these sensations, and women can actually come just through doing the exercises. Basically, you can be, right now, I could just start doing the exercises and you could orgasm just from that. It is that powerful. And so how does this even happen? Because it sounds kind of crazy. There's a process called cortical remapping, which I absolutely love. So this basically means that right now, if your vagina is untrained, the map that your brain has of the pelvic floor muscles is not that great. It's kind of like a blurry black and white image. The more you train these muscles, the better the map gets. It becomes an HD full color image.